Is this done? Do we have to hear about this anymore, or is this still going to linger on?
This is never done. This story will continue on and on. Look, it's kind of, you look at it both ways. Yes, there are no criminal charges. You know, Republicans are not going to see their dream of Hillary Clinton being let off, you know, and sort of onto a chain of an indictment. But what they do have is, as you said, this really scorching personal rebuke of the secretary and saying it was extremely careless, and also that multiple people knew about this and should have known how they were exposing, particularly with classified information, that this is something that was being exchanged on non-secure servers. I think that is something that Donald Trump and other Republicans will use to continue to attack her in the months again. So Donald Trump may have lost sort of the sharpest edge on this, as maybe the specter of criminal charges hung over the secretary, but he certainly hasn't lost the whole attack.
Does give him a lot more fodder, though. The director came out with a few little bombshells, like, for example, there were more than one server and they were dismantled whenever she was finished with them.
There was more than one server and they were dismantled, but he also saw on the flip side that what they showed and why there was no reason that he thinks he can recommend criminal charges is that there was no intent shown to either delete classified information or to actually transmit the classified information. There's no intent shown. They didn't think a prosecutor would be able to make a criminal case that there was intentional sort of dissemination of classified information on non-secure channels. But you're right, and that a lot of what he said today, this was, as you said, a very unexpected statement after the long holiday weekend, and really taking the thunder away from Hillary Clinton and the president on the first day that they are campaigning together. This is all anyone's going to be talking about. It's very unlikely we're going to see the president or even Hillary Clinton say much more at this event right now. So it's very interesting timing, and it really does flip it back into truly the political centerpiece of the storm.
And what the investigation, the FBI investigation, still didn't really answer is why, right? I mean, Clinton has said it was perhaps a mistake to do this. Comey clearly said that it was a mistake, that they should have known better. So what was the motivation for setting up the servers in this way?
Well, I think it depends on who you listen to. Now, if you listen to Hillary Clinton, what she said repeatedly since this story first broke is that she used it for ease, that she had things on her BlackBerry, that she didn't, that she used one device, that she wanted to keep it all very simple, that she took what her husband had set up prior. But then the other flip side is the language has slightly turned as well, and it's clear from some of the emails that have been released that she was very conscious of the need to protect what she considered personal emails. And we all know the stories of what she said about, I don't want people reading about my yoga pants by, or I don't want people seeing what I'm doing. So I think the issue is that she said she did it for ease and convenience, but the email shows she also did it to shield some of her personal emails from being publicly recorded.
Well, Donald Trump has been tweeting, and I want to just throw up one of the tweets that came out, not the very first tweet, but one of them in the meantime. FBI director said, "Crooked Hillary compromised our national security. No charges. Wow. #rigged system." I mean, does he have a point?
I think what's going to be interesting about this is Donald Trump's going to play this as hard as he can. Crooked Hillary, rigged system, that's going to be his tagline. They show in their polling that's a successful line against him. But what's even more interesting, I think, today is the reaction of Paul Ryan and other senior Republicans. James Comey, the FBI director, is a respected and quite popular figure on both sides of the aisle. Now, what we saw from Paul Ryan today was a very sort of strong criticism of this decision not to press charges. That's going to open a whole nother political channel. If we see other senior Republicans, Donald Trump, we fully expect to take everything this report apart. What will be interesting is if other senior Republicans jump on this bandwagon just as hard and say this was a rigged system, that she should have been charged. Obviously, it still will go to the DOJ, but that this is something that really the Republicans may round the wagons around as well.